Ladies and gentlemen, this is actually a very, very big win for both President William Samoei Arap Ruto and Raila Odinga ahead of the 2027 general elections. Because the former CS for Interior, Dr. Fred Matiang'i himself, who had officially announced his 2027 presidential bid just a few months ago, and Fred Matiang'i made it public, has made a sudden U-turn by folding his 2027 presidential ambitions just to support Raila Odinga and William Ruto's broad-based government ahead of the 2027 general elections. Fred Matiang'i has also declared his full support for Raila Odinga's African Union Commission top job. Also, in Fred Matiang'i's message, he has appreciated all Kenyans for endorsing his presidential bid in 2027. However, he has also made it very clear that Kenyans should understand, Kenyans should respect his final decision. I want to give you all this information in this video, and I will actually read for you Dr. Fred Matiang'i's message. So trust me, Fred Matiang'i will not be in the ballot. Fred Matiang'i will not face President William Ruto in the 2027 general elections. And I remember very well, just a few days ago, I also talked about this issue, that currently the politics have completely changed. And therefore, you have to make a decision. You have to make the right choice. It is either you're supporting, it is either you are with the DP Rigathi Gachagua, together with the Wiper party leader Kalonzo Musyoka, together with the DAP party leader Eugene Wamalwa. Now, these leaders here that I've just mentioned, and more others who will join them, will actually form the next opposition. Or you either choose to be with President William Ruto, together with Raila Odinga and the former head of state, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, in the broad-based government. The broad-based government, let me repeat this, will actually form the next government in the 2027 general elections. And that is why I strongly believe 100% that Fred Matiang'i here has made the right choice, the best decision ever. Because I want you to realize that, first of all, it will not be possible for Fred Matiang'i to defeat both President William Ruto and Raila Odinga combined in the 2027 general elections. It wouldn't have been possible. First of all, Fred Matiang'i does not have a political party. I mean, the strong political party. William Ruto has the strongest political party. UDA is leading in Kenya, followed by Raila Odinga's ODM party. Fred Matiang'i does not have the ground. Fred Matiang'i also needs capital. He requires a lot of capital for his campaigns for the 2027 general elections. President William Ruto on the other side, Ruto has a lot of advantage. William Ruto is the president of the Republic of Kenya. It means that William Ruto has the deep state. President William Ruto has the system. President William Ruto has the government machinery. And on top of that, don't forget that President William Ruto actually has God in heaven and the people who made him to be the president in the previous 2022 general elections. Number two, I believe that Matiang'i has made the right decision, because from where Matiang'i comes from, it is so hard, in fact, not possible at all, to oppose Raila Odinga. The Gusii region at large has always supported Raila Odinga and the ODM party. And that is the reason as to why recently Raila Odinga appointed the Kisii governor, Honorable Simba Arati, to be the ODM deputy party leader. Because the Gusii region have always supported Raila Odinga. So if Raila Odinga gives the direction to the Gusii region that to support William Ruto and to form the coalition, it wouldn't have been possible for Fred Matiang'i to oppose Raila Odinga. And number three, I also believe that Fred Matiang'i made the best decision, because at least in the broad-based government, Fred Matiang'i is rest assured, 100% sure, that he will get the government position. Which means that if all these issues are well planned, well organized to 2032 general elections, then Fred Matiang'i has the best chances. Fred Matiang'i has the best option to prepare himself very well so that he can take over from President William Ruto in 2032. But in 2027, Fred Matiang'i has no chance at all. So let me explain to you all these details in this analysis. But before that, just a quick reminder that if you are listening to me and you haven't subscribed to this channel, I want you to take 1 second or two and subscribe down below for you to be able to receive more political updates from this channel like the one that I'm doing right here. You can also give this video a like so that YouTube can recommend this video in particular and this entire channel to reach out to more people, because I believe that is the only way that we can improve this channel to grow. So to my returning subscribers, thank you so much, and I don't take the support for granted. Just watch, just listen to this analysis to the end. By the end of it, you will be able to understand what exactly we are talking about here. So let us begin right from here. About 3 months ago, Fred Matiang'i officially announced his 2027 presidential bid. Let me read for you this statement that was announced by the nation. Let me just show you. It says, Fred Matiang'i assembles machinery for 2027 State House race. It proceeds to say that the Canadian-based Dickens and Madson will be paid to lobby the executive and or the legislative branches of the governments of powerful nations, including the UK, Japan, and Kenya, and any other mutually agreed upon countries and international organization on Mr. Matiang'i's behalf. So Fred Matiang'i had already recruited, he had already hired this globally recognized firm called Dickens and Madson to lobby, to campaign for him here in Kenya and other powerful countries to make Matiang'i be recognized. So the only reason as to why Fred Matiang'i had declared his 2027 presidential bid, as per the information that I have, it is because Matiang'i was being endorsed by the Gen Zs during the Gen Z's protest just a few months ago. Let me read for you this statement here, this article which says, shocking news, Gen Z's picks Matiang'i. And I tend to think that Matiang'i was being pushed to run for presidency by the people who are funding the Gen Z's protests. And that is why now that the Gen Z's protests are officially over, this is the time that also Fred Matiang'i is giving up his 2027 presidential ambitions. So this is the statement from the Star, which says, Matiang'i said he is always ready whenever he is called to serve in Kenya. In summary, Matiang'i noted that he feels honored by the expectations from a section of Kenyans who wanted him to be in the ballot as the presidential candidate. And this is the exact words from Fred Matiang'i. Said that, I have heard those comments and I am sincerely flattered. And I think those who can think I can run for the presidency. To be called to serve your country is a noble thing. And I will continue to serve Kenyans as long as I am alive. And God gives me breath of life and strength. So Matiang'i said that he is always ready to serve Kenyans whenever he is called. But at the same time, Matiang'i has urged Kenyans to respect his views and his decisions right now. But these are my views. I don't know what to think. First of all, I'm so happy for Raila Odinga because Raila Odinga is doing all this to President William Ruto. For Matiang'i to accept to work with both Ruto and Raila Odinga, it is because of Raila Odinga. Raila Odinga also saved William Ruto during the Gen Z's protest. Raila Odinga is the only one who stood by William Ruto's side when everyone was was leaving. Number two, I also want to appreciate Matiang'i for this handshake, for accepting to fold his presidential ambitions for President William Ruto. At least he can now prepare himself very well without being pushed for 2032. Because I believe that if Matiang'i will be in the race together with Musalia Mudavadi in 2032, Matiang'i has the best chances of being the president of Kenya. And also, finally, I want to appreciate also Raila Odinga's region, the Nyanza region, who have stood with William Ruto recently. They are showing massive support for William Ruto despite the fact that in the previous 2022 general elections, President William Ruto only acquired 1% of votes in the entire Nyanza region. So you can see that politics is shifting. That is why at the beginning of this video, I told you that you have to make the decision right now. Either you are with William Ruto and this group, or you decide to support Rigathi Gachagua and his group. That is it. I don't know what to think. I really want to know your thoughts and your opinions in the comment section down below. Let me see you again in my next video. Remember, my name is Jason. Have a good night.